Oh, hi there, my name is Emilio Martinez Watson and I'm going to talk about the biosphere. As the word says, ecos is house, and logos is study, the study of the house. Ecology study the relationship between organisms and the environment. The ecological studies may focus on levels of organizations. These levels of organizations are: the first one, the individual organisms, or species, which is a group of similar organisms that can breed and produce fertile offsprings. The second, a population, is a group of individuals that belong to the same species and live in the same area. The third, the community, an ensemble of different populations that live together in a different area. The fourth, the ecosystems, that are all the organisms that live in a place together with their physical environment. The fifth, a biome, which is a group of ecosystems that share similar climates and typical organisms. And finally, our entire planet, with all its organisms and physical environment, is known as the biosphere. Now we're gonna talk about the biotic and abiotic factors. Abiotic factors are any living part of the environment with which an organism might interact, including animals, plants, mushrooms, and bacteria. The abiotic factors are any non-living part of the environment, such as sunlight, heat, precipitation, humidity, wind or water currents, soil type, and so on. Now we are going to talk about the ecological methods. Regardless of their tools, modern ecologists use their three methods in their work. Observation, which is often the first step in asking ecological questions. Experimentation, which can be used to test hypotheses. And modeling, that many ecological events such as effects of global warming on an ecosystem occur over such long periods of time or over such large distance that they are difficult to study directly. So ecologists make models to help them understand these phenomena. So now we're gonna talk about energy producers and consumers. But first, what is an autotroph? Autotrophs are organisms that use solar or chemical energy to produce food by assembling inorganic compounds into complex organic molecules. But autotrophs do more than feed themselves. Autotrophs store energy in forms that make it available to other organisms that eat them. That's why autotrophs are also called primary producers, or plants. There are two ways that autotrophs can produce energy. The first one is photosynthesis, which is the process where it captures light energy and uses it to power chemical reactions that convert carbon dioxide and water into oxygen and energy-rich carbohydrates such as sugars and starches. The second process is commonly used by organisms that live in the deep part of the sea, where sunlight can reach. This process is called chemosynthesis, in which chemical energy is used to produce carbohydrates. Now I'm going to talk about consumers. Consumers are also known as heterotrophs. These organisms rely on other organisms for energy and nutrients. There are 6 types of them. The carnivores, the ones that kill and eat other animals. The herbivores, like the Mitari macawaya, obtain energy and nutrients by eating plants, leaves, roots, seeds, or fruits. The omnivores, that are the animals whose diets naturally include a variety of different foods that usually include both plants and animals. The scavengers, that are animals that consume the carcasses of other animals that have been killed by predators or have died of other causes. The decomposers, such as bacteria and fungi, feed by chemical breakdown organic matter. The decay caused by decomposers is part of the process that produces detritus, a small piece of dead and decaying plant and animal remains. And finally, the detrivores, which, like the giant earthworm, feed on detritus particles, often chewing or grinding them into even smaller pieces. And finally, the energy flow in ecosystems. To see this, you use a food chain, which is a series of steps in which organisms transfer energy by eating and being eaten. A food web is a compilation of food chains that are inside a biome. Ecologists use ecological pyramids that show the relative amount of energy or matter contained within each trophic level in a given food chain or food web. There are three types of ecological pyramids: the pyramid of energy, the pyramid of numbers, and the pyramid of biomass.